They have, of course, carp. They do stock this place with trout. They have bass and catfish that I know of. So, yep, man, we just gonna plug away at it.
That's a huge fish.
What is good? What is good, all my real ones? Welcome back to another episode of It Gets Real. It's your boy B, the Flossy Fisherman, and today we are in Monterey, California at Estero Park. I'm actually fishing for some carp. I'm doing something different. Trying to break my PB, man, of carp. But this waterway in particular, man, happens to hold a few different species of fish, and heard they just stocked trout too. So taking advantage of my 2-pole license and throwing some bait out there, man. One for the trout, one for the carp, and we gonna see what happens, man. El Estero, first time here, and that is Spanish for estuary. Using some corn and some bait. I also have some white bread if the corn doesn't seem to work. Got some spoons and jigs and stuff like that I might throw out too, to see what this stock trout is hitting on, man. But y'all keep it locked, man, and see if your boy can't hook up on something. I wonder how deep this water is. Doesn't seem very deep. It's not deep at all. Probably about 3.5 feet. About a good 3.5 feet deep. I don't know if it gets deeper out towards the middle of it, but it's good to know, especially for when you're setting up your leaders. If it's about 3.5 feet and you're going for trout, you at least want your bait to float up, if you're going to use power bait, to float up maybe about a foot and a half from there. So, you know, short leaders and not that deep water like this. When I go trout fishing or carp fishing, I like to use the Carolina rig. With the Carolina rig, I use a 1/2 ounce egg sinker weight to my bead, to a barrel swivel. This is a 1.5 foot leader because just measured the water over there and it seems like it's about 3.5 feet deep. So, and I want my bait to float about halfway up. Cut off the tag ends. That's a Carolina rig, basic setup right there. And this hook is not really for the trout, this is for the carp. And I'm just using some corn right here. Some good old Del Monte corn right here. Make sure that the whole hook is covered, so I don't see nothing but corn. Today's weapon of choice is my Daiwa Laguna 6.6 medium action, paired with my Daiwa Fuego 3000. Got 6-pound test on here, so definitely trying to go after something big, man. But I'm using light tackle, so the fight could be just that, a fight. The heaviest carp I've ever caught is a 7-pounder. And I mean, right now, man, I'm going for that double digit, man. I got close when I caught a koi fish that was almost like, it's like 9.8 or something like that, man. It was almost there, double digit, but I'm still on the hunt, man, for my double digit and personal best carp. So that's what brings me out here today. In this lake, they have quite a few different species, man. They have, of course, carp. They do stock this place with trout. They have bass and catfish that I know of. So, yep, man, we just gonna plug away at it. So it's also been told to me before, I've heard that stock trout like corn. So I'm gonna go ahead and put some corn on this one as well to see if I can land either a carp or a trout using just corn. Out of all the times I've been to Monterey, I've always passed this park up and seen, you know, that they let people rent the swans and ducks, the little pedal boats and everything, and I never thought to fish here ever until I heard that they did stock trout here. So I always wondered if there was fishing here or not, and supposedly there is. So, you know, checking it out, man. It's a cool little spot. It has a skate park down the way over there. You know, it's like a real family friendly park to do some activities in the wonderful, beautiful Monterey, man. Yeah, you know, but every time I come out here, I'm usually out that way fishing off the Coast Guard Pier, fishing off the rocks and stuff. I mean, or on the surf. Yep. Apparently Monterey has a lot to offer, man, when it comes to fishing, you know, even lakes and ponds like this, man. That bird that just went diving right there, man, that is a cormorant, and those guys are notorious for eating up all the trout, man, especially the DFG trout. They're small enough, man, they just gulp them suckers right down. But that is a telltale sign that there is trout here somewhere, if he hasn't ate them all. It's very important to have a good drag system, especially for fish that like to fight hard. You're gonna need to relieve as much tension as possible when fighting these big fish on the line, especially when you're using 6-pound test or 8-pound test, or even something lighter than that. You need an amazing drag system. I mean, these carp, man, can get up to anywhere to 15 pounds, 30 pounds. So, you know, if you're trying to handle something like that, a tank like that with 6-pound test, 8-pound test, I mean, man, the drag is going to get put to the test. So got to make sure you have something reliable. Oh, whoa. On the bread though. Rainbow trout on the bread though. Little DFG, man. Well, that was an absolute first. Man, remember I was saying this hook, it's a size 1 owner hook. I thought this hook would be too big, man, for a trout to eat it. And the trout ate on bread. That trout just hit on some balled up white bread, man. I was using this for the carp, and one of them stock trout hit it. That was crazy. Yeah, no takers on the corn. The bread is the breadwinner today, man. Heard of bluegill eating bread and jack smelt, stuff like that, but man, pretty crazy. Okay, the absolute plus to fishing is when you get bait. This is a nice bass bait right here. Chatterbait with the trailer. Just reeled this in right now. Yep, these type of things happen on ItGetsReel from time to time, you know. But hey, when you fish and you lose bait, sometimes you get bait. Somebody lost a lot of line, but because of all these ducks and birds and stuff like that around here, man, we gonna get this up out of the water, man, and dispose of this line the right way. I was hoping for a multi-species day today, man, but it was only the trout that wanted to bite. Was throwing out corn, was throwing out bread, and that's what the trout hit on. Even threw a wacky rig and a chatterbait out for the bass. Couldn't get them to come out to play either. I was really surprised that nothing took on the corn. I mean, usually when you use corn for carp, man, that's like gold for them, man. But I didn't want to come out to play today. I mean, this is a huge lake that wraps around. So they could have been on the other side, who knows, you know. But hey, that's just what it is, man. It's all part of the game. It's all about a part of fishing, you know. And that's why it's called fishing and not catching. Even though I didn't get no skunk. No skunk. Which is cool. But yeah, man, overall, pretty cool park, pretty cool place. Like I said, it's always a good time for me. I always enjoy myself out here in Monterey. I said, usually it's on the other side of the street in the ocean, man. Yeah, but this was cool, man. I didn't even really think that they had fish in here like that until I heard about the stock. So that's what brought me out here and to put it to the test and see. And sure enough, yeah, I did hook up on a DFG trout. But to the next one, man. Y'all be cool. Y'all be blessed. Peace. I got a piece of a skateboard floating through here, man. I mean, if it comes a little bit closer to the shore, dude, I'm gonna have to swoop that up out of here, because it's just not a good look for our waterways, man. You know, we gotta take better care of our water, man, out here. Not quite within reach yet, but it's getting here. We gonna get this thing up out of here, man. So I know somebody was mad that their board broke, but they had to toss it in the water, dog.